Does God exist? That's a question that has puzzled many, many minds. But if God exists, who is he? We'll find out. Well, who is God exactly? Well, no offense to any religions, but he's the person who definitely does exist. Lol. Okay, no. Seriously, well, I mean, he probably exists. Put it that way. Okay, seriously though. He is a religious leader of the religion called things like Christianity, off the top of my head, Christianity, Anglican, Presbyterian, United Church, and things like that. So he's worshipped like worldwide, basically. So you can find his religion anywhere. Now, to find out our question, let's go back to the Big Bang, or what we presume is the Big Bang. So you see, you might believe a theory that the Big Bang was when some atoms collided or something. Don't quote me on this. When some atoms collided and created a Big Bang and created everything. But how was life created? Does an explosion create things? No. To create life, proteins would have to bond. And like the process of bonding is well, they would have to bond. The process of bonding is extremely, extremely difficult. Trust me, the tissue created is very difficult. You'll see what I mean. Like, because the way the proteins work is, well, technically they're amino acids, which are proteins. They would have to bond with some chemical formula thingy. I don't know that, but I do know for sure it's a very difficult process. The proteins actually have, well, put it this way, genders. Don't quote me on that again. It's technically not correct, but for the simplicity's sake, we'll say genders. The proteins have to match up their genders, and only one gender is compatible. Okay? So only one gender could be used. So think about it. So say there was a male amino acid and a female amino acid. Let's say only the female amino acid, not being sexist, but only the female amino acid could actually join to create tissue. Okay? So, otherwise there is no compatibility. Alongside that, the proteins would have to be in, well, how do I put this? A specific cell structure or a specific cell order to actually be able to bond. So, and a specific cell order, only one cell order could work, by the way. So the odds of that are astronomically low. And on top of that, the Earth was absolute hell. I'm not even kidding. Magma was everywhere, and now if you're a geologist, correct me, it's technically lava, but magma was everywhere. Proteins could not have bonded, probably even come in contact without getting absolutely burned. Like, if you're forced to do stuff in the desert, like work in the desert, you wouldn't. Even if the proteins didn't burn, the cell bonding would be completely random. Okay. So, like, they would have to arrange themselves. No one could do it for them. They would have to arrange themselves into an order where they could actually create tissue. And the odds of that happening, how do I put this? Astronomically low. Like, you can see the number for yourself. I didn't even have enough space to write it. Yeah, just watch this. So, it's around 1 to the negative 18 to the negative 18th power to 10,000 to the power of like more than that many zeros. Basically what I'm saying is the odds are very, 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 very low. There's just no way that you could create cell tissues without an intelligent being behind them. And anyway, where did the proteins come from? You can't just have, like, proteins created. Like, there has to be an even more complicated process to create the proteins in the first place. Where did they come from? There must have been something to do it. There must have been a creator. There must have been a God. So that's the answer to the question. God probably does exist, or a God. I'm not saying the specific God like the Catholic God, but a specific God must have existed. There's your answer. Don't forget to subscribe to Unanadian for weekly science videos, and like this video and do whatever you want and share it, and I'll see you next week for next video.